Thanks for tuning in. You're watching Dirt Bike Channel. I'm your host, Kyle Brotherson. Today we're going to talk about the best thing you can do to protect your investment, your dirt bike. Stick around. Now, a lot of you have probably picked up by now that I'm not a big aftermarket part guy. I don't think that these bikes need a lot of aftermarket parts. Some people think, they want to dress their bike up in bling bling and spend thousands of dollars in aftermarket parts. I'm not that guy. I'm kind of a bare bones kind of guy. And part of that is because I'm cycling through bikes a lot. The other part of it is I know that a lot of these parts that we add onto our bikes, we just don't get our money back out of them. You don't get like a significant amount of aftermarket value for your parts. And so I don't do a lot, but there are a couple of things, sorry, I'll silence my phone here. There are a couple of things that you can do, that you should do, that I like to do to every bike. Number one is a skid plate. For the type of riding that I do, a skid plate is pretty much mandatory or you're gonna beat the crap out of the bottom of your frame on your bike, and that's not a good thing. So what is the best skid plate I found to date in order to give the bike the most amount of protection with the least amount of weight? I think it's the AXP Racing skid plates. AXP Racing is a company based out of France, and they are making skid plates for these off-road enduro bikes, the KTMs, the Husqvarnas, the Yamahas, a bunch of these different bikes. And I now have in my shop, I own personally this 2019 KTM 250XC, haven't started riding it yet because of my knee. And then over here, I've got a KTM 300 XCW TPI, and I got skid plates for both of these bikes. And I'll roll in some of the footage here so you can see kind of how they work. But the thing I love about the AXP skid plates is I love that they are plastic. Now, a lot of guys think you have to have a metal or an aluminum skid plate. I don't think that's the case. I prefer these polymer plastic skid plates because they're quieter and they're slicker to get over rocks and roots and logs and things. They don't hang up as much. They just don't have as much friction or as much grab as those aluminum skid plates. And then they just don't resonate quite so much. I swear that when I've got an aluminum skid plate like I have it on the Honda, I don't have the Honda here, but I've got a project like a 2003 Honda CR, 2003 Honda CR 250R. The only option we had for that was an aluminum skid plate, and I swear it just resonates and makes the whole bike louder, and I just don't like the sound of them. And then they grab more. So these AXP skid plates are very, very nicely designed, and they fit really well. That's one of the problems that I have with skid plates is sometimes it's hard to get them to mount really well. This one, this skid plate, it hooks on the frame down here. It's got like these claws that hook on the frame, and then it's also got a linkage protector built right into it. And this is the biggest reason why I like it for this bike is it's got linkage protection on this, where it comes down off the main part of the frame and then comes down under the linkage right here to protect your linkage. It also has engine case protection. It protects the frame from all sides, and they've got them so they fit really, really well on a lot of different bikes. Just make sure to, I think the website is AXP-racing.com. I think that's the website. I've got it pulled up right here on my computer, right behind here. Is it? Yeah, it's AXP-racing.com. They ship international. I got both of these skid plates, this skid plate for the XC and the skid plate for the XCW over there. I got both of those from those guys in France. Really good guys, trying to make a good product, and they do. They make a good product. From what I'm seeing right now, it's the best in the industry as far as ease of installation and really good solid mounting. You're not going to have to worry about. You need to check the bolts, and you'll see how I've done this. In fact, let's do that right now. Let me do a shot of how I've got this installed. As you can see, the skid plate comes and wraps all the way around the frame. This is the front. And then you've got two really nice bolts up here with a really nice mounting bracket, and they've gone to a polymer mounting bracket up here on the frame. And it's just super, super beefy. And if I move the camera over here, you can kind of see down in there, if I can get this thing to focus, you can kind of see the polymer mounting brackets on the inside, right there, those bolts. And that will hang on the top of it'll hang on the frame of on the frame of the bike right up here. And then you'll see sorry, I'm just kind of running and gunning this. You'll see that it's got this dovetail section here on the end where it comes off to protect, get the tripod mounted there. It comes off to protect your linkage. And it's just really great because then everything can just kind of come up and slide. The bike can slide down off of things like that. Really, really cool design. And as you can see, it's protecting the entire, the entire length of your frame. And then another thing that I like that they did, and this is an update on one of their newer models right here, is they made a cutout so that you can still get in and mess with your power valve if you want to, right there. So they've cut that out. I used to have to saw that off with a hacksaw, but they've updated that. So, and you can see they've done some weight reduction things here with, taking some of the material out. And it form fits really well. These used to be kind of hard to install, but as they've, kept going as a company and tried to improve their product, they've made this easier and easier to install. They fit better and better to the frames. Here's the shot of it on the XCW right here. So on the XCW, because it doesn't have linkage, they don't need to do any sort of a linkage guard here off the back because this is a PDS style suspension. But you get to see, you can get these in different colors. Since the XCW had an orange frame, we went with the orange skid plate. But really, really nice fitment. And they've even got, some stuff up here in the front they've got it designed so it kind of comes up, so it keeps a lot of the mud out that's going to come and flip up off your front tire here. So a lot of cool things. This one isn't cut out quite as much, but you can still get in there to your power valve if you need to. I wish that was cut out just a little bit more, but man, these skid plates. And then the nice thing about these XCW skid plates, I'll see if I can get down here. Yeah, these ones installed directly into the frame. So these bolts right here that you can see, those actually screw right into the frame on your bike, which is really, really sweet. So this thing is also mounted. It's on hangers here on the back of the frame. So there are hangers that go up over the back of your frame and then hold on, and then it's bolting on the XCWs right up here into the actual frame itself. So it's super, super solid. That thing is not going to come off as long as you're checking bolts on your bike periodically. That thing is not going to come off, and it offers a crap ton of protection for you. So in summary, this is a product that I really, really like and I really believe in. There's not that many products out there that I love, but this is one of those that I do. I've been thinking about maybe even stocking some of these things. Some of the parts that I use on a regular basis on all of my bikes or on most of my bikes. I've been thinking about stocking that stuff, and then maybe just saying, hey guys, if you want to get this part, this is something that is Kyle approved, Dirt Bike Channel approved, come over here, come to this link, and I can help you out with it. I thought about doing that, and this would be one of those types of products. It is very important to protect the frame of your bike, and it's one of the very few things that I put on my bikes. So if you like what we're doing, please remember to subscribe, like these videos, share them with your friends. If you want to support Dirt Bike Channel, you can go over to patreon.com. I have a Patreon page. You can also use my affiliate links. If you go to dirtbikechannel.com/parts, there are links to Rocky Mountain ATV and MC. There's links to Motorsport. There's links to Amazon. The holidays are coming up, guys. I need to push this a little bit more. If you use my link for Amazon, it's not going to cost you anything, but it does help me to support my family here. So if you like what we're doing, please visit those links. I've got them down in the description. That's pretty much it. And then also, let me know how interested you are in me offering affiliate links for specific parts that I have, or I might even start buying some of this stuff wholesale and then just saying, okay, here we go. Here's the Dirt Bike Channel approved stuff. Come get it from my storefront. So anyway, I'd love to hear what your comments are on that down in the description or in the comment section down here. And much love to you guys, and we will talk to you in the next video.